GBEGD tabs. Patreon.com/scroll baby. All right, how's my stream looking? Is it nice and crispy? I'm not quite sure. I'm not very good at making things look like it looks so good on my actual camera, but then on the preview stream it's kind of like, I don't know, stinky vibes. I don't know what's wrong with me. Am I not streaming of the utmost quality? Let me see. Settings. We're on the fucking stream. Output, streaming. 25. I don't know what any of that means, bro. Video encoder. It is what it is. It says, yeah, 1920 by 1080. Which should be dish, but it doesn't really look that good. I don't know. Anyone out there could help me if I do this? Whoa, what is this long ass hair doing over here? Let's see if I do this. I'm just gonna keep moving things on my computer. See what happens. Oh crap, now I'm yellow as hell. Let me see what that looks like on the preview. Let's see. What's up, y'all? I'm about to hang and do my thing. Here we're about to go yellow mode. Oh god, that's bad. Definitely do not want yellow man mode. This is still, oh wait, maybe I should be more like this vibe. I don't know. What's up? Pasticized juice box. That looks a little bit better, I think. I'm still kind of yellow, which is annoying, but can't do much about that. Yeah, like that looks better, I think. I'm gonna do one more. This is usually how I get the ultimate freaking focus. Now that can't get any crispier than that. This is gonna be the stream. We got the mouth cam on vibe, mouth cam on deck. You know what I'm saying? The fucking mouth cam. What's up, fun clips? I'm about to play some games. Sorry, let me get this out of there. Yeah, I'm about to play some games just for funsies. What's up? Just got an acoustic electric today for 80 smackaroos. That's cool. Shouts out on the fucking acoustic electric for today. I'm happy to hear that. We're all excited for you, bro. I was working on some tunes, doing like a little cover sort of thing for someone. I should be doing some more social media stuff. I want to get back on my Instagram game. Get those, those viral hits. What you gonna play? I play tabletop board games through something called, it's a weird vibe I'm giving right now, on Tabletop Simulator. I'll start pulling it up, but basically it's a board game. It's a one-player board game. I know they exist, bro. I'm kind of insane. Hold on. Let's put a goal on this, John. Goal, 10 super chats? Sure. I will dance so hard for real. Dude, we got the goal. Goal created. Because I just got an acoustic electric. Interesting that I inspired you to get that, because my electric guitar I don't plug in. I just mic it up, so. I use it for D&D. Oh shit, we got a D&D head in here. Well, you might like it. I'm playing a game called Gloomhaven. I'm sure you have heard it in that case. That is pretty sick. That you play D&D. I like watch other people play it, and I've considered playing it. It seems like it would be a lot of time, and I'd have to like properly get a group of guys to do that once a week, which I do. Did I actually produce that Julia Wolf album? Of course I did. Why wouldn't I have? What made you think I didn't? We made it in this room. I'm going on tour with her in Europe and New York and Los Angeles and Toronto. That album is all me. What's up from Argentina? What's going on? Yeah, I'm just chilling for a second. I'm glad you like it. I hope you like the album because we put a lot of time into it. Hell yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm working on my album next, so if you like her album, then I would hope that you like my album. I don't know why you wouldn't. It's basically the same thing. I'm just shorter than her, basically. It's the only difference between me and Julia is that I'm shorter than her. Anyways, yeah. I thought I had a session today, but I didn't. It was for July 25th, not June 25th. So I had the day to myself to get some other things done. I still have other things I could do. I might not play games. Like, let me see what's on my to-do list. I basically I was gonna check out a song I'm working on, finish that up. I don't need to do that. Sorry, I'm looking at my to-do list, which you guys can't see. I just gotta do social media stuff. That's really it. There's just some videos that I want to do because, gotta go viral. Gotta get people to notice me. What do you guys want to see? Like, how do you know me? I feel like that I always know the answer. It's the same thing, but I'm wondering how you guys know me and what you like to see from my videos. Because, and then, if you do know me from my videos, do you listen to my music? And have you ever considered going to watch me play on tour? Because there's this interesting dilemma with social media musicians in general, that there's plenty of very talented musicians who get a lot of followers and go viral from being talented, but that's kind of all it is. They just get a bunch of followers and views, which, hey, that's cool. It's cool to be well known, and that's what I wanted to do for a really long time, and then that kind of happened. And then, when I was doing my own music, I realized that the conversion just wasn't super strong. There's plenty of people that listen to my music. There's plenty of shows, I'll go on tour and people be like, I know you from the Family Guy video or from the Avatar video, and then I checked out your music and you're so sick and all this stuff. But the conversion is not super heavy. If I get a video that gets 1 million streams, it's not like 1 million people are going to listen to my music afterwards. Maybe 1,000, a couple thousand will, which is great. I'm not getting upset about that, but it's just the conversion is weak. Watching on tour with Makari and Origami Button. That's what I want to see. I want people to know me from tour. Your music and your way of creating are a source of inspiration. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, dog. I was just curious. Are you a Christian? I am not super religious. I think there's something out there for surely. It might be similar to Yahweh, the Christian God. But I'm always an advocate for peace and love and togetherness and understanding and compassion in every part of my life. So I do relate to the teachings very much. I found you from Angry Myself, and if there, I've been listening to Heart and Shadows. Hell yeah, dude. That's fire. That's fire. Do you found Angry at Myself just on Spotify or from the Avatar video? When I found out who you were, I was still warming up to your music because it was super new to me. However, watching you live got me hooked, both as a guitar player and music producing, whatever. Hell yeah. Thank you, bro. That's good to hear. It's good for me to know, like, oh, there are people that watch my videos and they want to check out what I'm doing afterwards. It's not. Because there's plenty of videos that I see of, like, talented guitar players, and I'm like, oh, that's so sick. And I scroll and I'm like, I don't care. But maybe it's because I do it myself, and it's hard for me to get inspired by another guitar player at this point because I feel like I've seen it all. I'm not going to lie. Spotify algorithm. Okay, we're kind of up, fam. We're kind of up. Feels like everyone in here really checks out my music, so I appreciate it. I am working on an album. I was talking to my manager today about when that's going to release. It's going to be sick. Got a lot of other fun tracks coming out before the album. Started doing singles, music videos, blah, 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 blah. Midwest emo and breakcore videos. Hell yeah. That's kind of what I was working on today. Most talented players don't really do something different. Interesting. Yeah, I think people that really last are not just super talented. They're people that do something different. And I do really pride myself on my unique guitar style because of that, as well as the like the breakcore and putting the electronic elements in it. Like, I think me as a musician, is a bigger, long-lasting thing as Skro than just like a guitar player, So I'm glad y'all fuck with that. I heard the production and guitar work on it in my room. Had to know who was behind it. Here goes for the one time. That's what I'm talking about. I feel like the guitar is a little out of tune there. And for my friend who's a big fan of Skrillex and dubstep, hyperpop, and at some point he came to you. Ooh, I love that. Definitely the hyperpop timeline makes sense. Checking me out after that. It's not like any of my stuff is dubstep or like very heavy bass music. Like Skro first started. What tuning is that in? I got tabs on my Discord. On my Patreon, but it is. I think it's D A F sharp C sharp A E. A lot of tune is good for the soul. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I got the tabs for that song there. I have a video somewhere on my YouTube and somewhere on TikTok showing how to play it, like note for note type vibe. But yeah, the first music that I did was like future bass, and I was DJing a little bit. I didn't get into drum and bass or jungle or anything like that. It was basically melodic trap, and then I'd have like vocal features. It's still all up on my YouTube, on my Spotify. You go back. It's pretty boring. It's kind of cool. I still think there's a lot of interesting things going on. But yeah. And now I'm doing whatever I'm doing now. I didn't even know what hyperpop was until I found you. That's crazy that I'm your gateway into hyperpop. I'm honored. Oh, I found my pop filter. I used to love future bass. Yeah. The emo alternative to future bass pipeline is pretty strong. I think it's because it's like melodic and heavy, It's hard to... It's like the same energy type of vibe. Definitely started with... My intro into it was... I was just into synthesizers at first. Yeah, I don't listen to future bass anymore. My gateway into all that stuff. Sorry about the mic. My gateway into all that stuff was like synthesizers, because I was like a metalhead, and then I just got into synthesizers and sound design in general, but I didn't care about electronic music. And then in college, I was basically just studying pop music and production. So I ended up getting into Disclosure, which is like, house, little disco-ish vibe, and Chainsmokers and Sam Smith, and started really like getting into that, funny enough. And Scro started as, actually the first tracks are just assignments, projects that I did in college. It's kind of funny. Trap drums and the kind of big chord stacks. I've been into electronic music for a while. What's up, Johnny Twuff? Dude, I was just watching, you do the Reaper stuff, right? I was just watching one of your videos to figure something out, if that's who I think it is. Johnny Twift. Nope. This is a completely different guy. Never mind. What's up, Johnny? Yeah, trap drums and super saws. That's kind of just like what I loved. And it's so funny because like I can make that so easily now. I can make it in 2 seconds. It's funny how like a sound gets sort of put into a box and everyone knows how to do it, and the sound gets old, and then the new thing is hyperpop or whatever, and then the next thing it's whatever new things. I feel like right now in electronic music, it's a little all over the board. I definitely like I definitely hear a lot of distortion, at least in the stuff that I'm listening to, like techno, but super distorted. Rhythm and dubstep, super distorted. Obviously, if you know the song I just put out with Phase 1, I actually just played it. If you guys didn't see, I probably wouldn't be up anymore. There's a very short clip. I'll try to pull it up so you guys can see it, but I just performed it on Saturday in front of like pretty big crowd, honestly, maybe 1,000 people or so. It was sick. Yeah. Yeah. I really want to get the videographer's like full point of view of that whole thing, but I don't want to be annoying. Be like, Graham, come on, get your videographer to show me the thing. But yeah. Color bass. Yeah, when color bass was first a thing, that was like right on the edge of me doing like EDM. And I actually put out this track I'll show you guys that was a collab with another bass producer. It was like kind of color bass, kind of melodic dubstep with metal. Nope, not Kill Iconic. The Kill Iconic thing was last month. This was Phase 1's headlining show. And your little Matador Scro. Oh my god, I hate myself for this. So stupid. It's in this room. I made it. Your vocals on Shadow are insane. Dude, thank you. It was really fun to do that live. I'll have to tell you a funny story about that afterwards, actually. Underbelly Collab was the intro to your music? Let's go. Are you glad, sad, happy about the music that I do outside of Scrobelly? I do love that project, honestly. I love Scrobelly. It has a special place in my heart. I used to play this live. It was a little bit awkward, but Yeah, so whatever. That was like the last sort of EDM type track I ever put out. Um, that was probably the most EDM track because it was just a drop. And there's a couple of other just like straight up EDM instrumental tracks, but yeah, I think after that is when I started doing my more. I mean, I call anything with lyrics really like heart. Thanks, bro. I call anything with lyrics pop music. I don't know what can have lyrics that isn't pop. I feel like pop is such a grand, like my music is pop. I think it's got a hook, it's got a verse, a chorus. There's maybe a lot of crazy shit going on beneath that, but it's hard to not say that it's pop. I don't know. I'm a little. I had a debate with this. I have debates about what pop music is constantly in my head, but with other people, because pop music changes. Pop music used to be the Beatles. Was that before I'm gonna turn my gain and become a clean boy? That is so funny that you understand that as part of my arc. I think so. I think so. You and Jacob Zitecki would be a sick collab. Hey, what's up, Heather? I'm good. How are you? Yeah, genre doesn't mean anything anymore. I try to stay away from it at this point. Jacob Zitecki. I'm gonna have to look that up right now. Crazy spelling. That's gotta be what? Russian? Seems unfamiliar. Uh-oh. I see, we're gonna have a problem here, guys. Look what I see. What is this? A guitar player with sunflowers in his branding? Ooh. I don't know, man. This might be a problem. Totally joking. Totally joking. Damn, he's crushing it. He's way cooler than me. Sure, let's check out this guy's music. I wonder if it's instrumental. Just a heat of warning, I'm not really into instrumental rock music at this point anymore. So, oh, he's singing. Is this him? Where's he from? I mean, he's got to be Russian or something. He's on tour in Europe? Let's go. Oh, sick. This tour looks awesome, guys. Just kidding. It's giving prog metal vibes. Maybe it's on his Huh, is he active? Yeah, a little bit, I guess. It's kind of cool. I dig it. Check out Jacob's Heart. Which bug spray you use and which one is your favorite? What the hell kind of question is that, dude? I'm gonna literally kill you for that. Krakow, Poland. Boone coming in with the fucking info, the intel. I dig it. It's cool. It's like a little rock post-hardcore with some metal in it too. Obviously got the gent inspo. Oh shit, we're getting heavy in this joint. You listen to instrumental music so much, now you moved on to something new. It's hard. I'll describe it in a second. Your cap is super cool. Thank you, bro. This is a hair clip, by the way. Jacob did a collab with Polyphia? What? Play socks and sandals? Who the fuck is that? Wait, who is OK Go? Is that Devin? Who the fuck is that? That's the deepest cut of all time. No one in the world knows that. Um, that's crazy. Let me check that out. Muse. Let's look up Polyphia Jacob Z Tiki. Of disperse. Oh, okay. I'm trying to understand. There's 2 videos here. I don't know. I guess I'll do the. Of disperse. What is disperse? Yeah, it's hard to describe. I just do not really care for instrumental. It's Devin. It's my hater account. Dub double B's. What's up? Yeah, I don't know. Unless it's like EDM or jazz, I'm just not really into like shred guitar music at all. I feel bad because I've had like someone reach out to me, or a couple people reach out to me like wanting to tour or do music together that just make instrumental like rock or guitar, metal type music. And I always turn them down, and they seem like kind of bummed. I mean, of course anyone would be bummed, but the idea is like I sing, like I am so much more than just a guitar player and a producer. I'm a songwriter, and I have like a story to tell. That's like not the whole thing. And making instrumental music, it just doesn't connect with people the way I want it to. And the instrumental rock thing feels much more like a sport, and like oh, they were so crazy, they did so many time signatures, they played so fast, they did all these blah blah blah. And I'm like, it's just been done before. Like how many prog rock, prog metal, math rock bands are going to exist before it's like, dude, it's there, like it already existed. And of course, like, it inspired me, and it was the biggest part of my life, and obviously goes without saying is a huge part of my upbringing as a musician, guitarist, and my sound. I'm not dismissing it at all. um, I'm not regretting anything like that, of course, but at least right now I just care about making things that are new. And I still have a little bit in me that's like, I want to make sport like music where I'm making very intense, crazy things that I'm like, I'm gonna be so intense, like can't get crazier than what I'm doing. It's almost like, how crazy and diverse can you be? Like, I feel it in that way, but I just there's also like, there's something in me, and it's funny because I see this in younger kids, and it was the same with me growing up, where it's like, you can take 5/4, and then you could go 7/4, and then 3/4, and then blast beats, and then double bass, and then do metric modulation, and then you could do it in different keys, and you could do different rhythms and different melodies moving around each other. And like, I just came up with that. Like, if I put that into a song, the only reason you would enjoy it, I think, is because of, whoa, those are crazy ideas. Those are crazy time signatures. They really went crazy on that. And it's like, I'm not really listening to the music. I'm conceptualizing the abstract musical concepts and being like, wow, that's impressive. And that's just not the ear that I listen with music anymore. I'm not really looking to be impressed like technically. I'm looking to be impressed like creatively and like expressively, I guess. Of course, there's stuff in my album where there could be some cool stuff that's like, whoa, this person must be very talented. They have to be super talented to be able to do something like that. But I look for more like, I just want to make things that you've never heard before and that you can also connect to with the lyrics. I think that puts both of the worlds in perspective to me, where I tell the story, I have my lyrics, and then I also have a lot of care and a lot of love for the instrumentation and the production underneath it. So that's just where I'm at right now. There was there any math rock bands that opened for me on the Macari tour? There was this cool band named Sunwell, and it was a 2-piece, and it was like math rock gent, but there was a singer. And I did like that. We all liked that because everyone on the tour was like, post math rock guys. So we appreciated it. But then sometimes there's just a sentiment of like, yeah, they're really talented. And it's like, I don't really care how talented you are. Not Sunwell specifically. They genuinely were pretty sick. But, it's like, if you take that idea of listening to the most talented, type instrumentalist music, you get into like, what I would consider either, you might think this is completely different, but to me it's pretty similar, like jazz fusion is very difficult on a lot of types of jazz in general, which I do enjoy that. And then the other side of that is like technical death metal. You really cannot get any crazier as a theory technical player than tech death, honestly. Then there's like the middle ground of like the guitar players like Chris Wallace and Scary Pool Party, like Alejandro, where like they're singing too, and they are going like really insane, crazy style on the guitar, which I can appreciate that. That's cool. But again, I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe I don't know. Like I want people to know that I am, I did put a lot of time and energy and passion into my craft as a guitar player, as a drummer. My drum teachers here in the chat, Boone, taught me all my diddles, and that's a huge pinnacle of my production style and of my playing is the rhythms and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. There's plenty of cool guitar stuff on the album, and the cool guitar stuff on the things I'm putting out. It's just the talented guitar stuff is now like a means to an end, where it's like a tool kit. Maybe means to an end isn't the right way, but it's like a tool on how I can make music. If I want to do something really crazy, and the music I'm making calls for it, then I have that. But I'm not gonna fucking like I did this. I made a video of me doing this. I'm gonna post it soon. I don't know if anyone's gonna like it, but oh god, I made some stupid joke and then I was just like, how many times can I do that before you're like, that was cool, can you do like something else? And also, like, do you want to listen to that in your car? Do you want to go to a concert and watch someone do that for an hour and a half? Like, doing it once right there was cool, but I don't know how much longer I would want to listen to that. I don't know. I'm kind of being a hater on my old self too. I've learned that I always got to be a hater to someone, and I always love being a hater to my younger self. To be like, you're stupid. Future me knows what's up. I've adapted a similar thought process with bass. Don't get me wrong, seeing crazy slapping and super fast chugs are cool. Yeah, you want to serve the music. There's always elements where you want to show off and do cool shit too, because like I said, that is part of me, is being like a talented musician, and I don't want to dismiss that and put that away. I think, that's what sets me out from other artists, is that I am like a really good instrumentalist, like a very technically proficient player. and not just a storyteller and a world creator or whatever all that shit is. But anyways, that is I don't know why I went off on all that, but anyways, you guys like my panels? No one's commented about them yet. It's kind of funny. I thought it was gonna be a big deal because I used to have the 3 Japanese things with the lights over it. Maybe no one noticed. But yeah, I got these panels for really cheap because my friend was moving to Japan and needed to get rid of them, so I bought it off of him. And I'll need them one day when I get a nice big studio. So I figured, well, now I got them. Now I freaking got them, y'all. Yeah. What else is good, y'all? You got a new couch? I've had this couch for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, maybe a year or 2 now at this point. This is where I have sessions. I got a session tomorrow morning with Ryan Hall and Jacoby. If you guys know any of them, you might know Ryan Hall if you know me. We're just gonna mess around, make some music, and then I have a friend who does this like producer meetup. He's been wanting me to go. Drew, he goes by Hello World. Not really sure what it's gonna be like, but just a bunch of friends get around and have their laptops and make music, sort of vibe. Scroll in Japan when, dude? Japan would love my music, bro. I know Japan, at least China likes Scrobelly. I know that for sure. When I went on the Red app, whatever it's called. What was it called when TikTok died for a second? Everyone on the Red app. I was posting things, and I was just trying all my songs and stuff. And I did the Scrobelly songs, and there's so many people. They were like, "Oh my God, you're that Scro from Scrobelly," and I'm like, "Yo, that is crazy that people know this music over there." It's such an interesting concept to be, well known internationally. Because I don't know anything that goes on over there. Obviously, internet and everything is all international. Speaking of anyone, if you guys didn't know, I got an international tour. Los Angeles, New York, and then in Europe and the UK. Let me tell you what countries those are. I got them written down right. Yeah. One shickinged.
I just made
shut the hell up, bro. Where we at? Los Angeles, New York, Ireland, Glasgow, Manchester, London, Birmingham, Paris, Berlin, Amsterdam, Denmark, Poland, Austria, Switzerland, Italy, and there might be even more after that. So if you guys are over there across the pond, definitely come through, support your boy. Some of the shows have already sold out and been upgraded to bigger venues. I'll be opening up for Julia Wolf and playing guitar for her. So I'll be playing my music for a half hour, and then I'll just get right back on stage. We're gonna play her album. I'll play guitar for it just like I did last year, or I guess, yeah, last year at this point. If anyone caught me on tour, I did 2 tours last year. I did the Macari tour, and I did the Julia Wolf tour, where I opened up for her and played guitar for her. I forgot my cute little heart earring. So that's gonna be sick. I think I'm most excited for Italy. Let's actually really look at all of these dates together, y'all, because I am a stinky little idiot. I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I'm not doing these. I'm gonna be on the ones right here. Oh, sick. The Fonda Theater in Los Angeles. That's gonna be huge for me. I think that's gonna be my biggest show. Let's look at that together. This is so lame that I'm doing this right now. Look, they got the little fucking thing on there. That's so sick. I think I was just here. Yeah, I think I was just here watching someone else perform. What are all these crazy? I'm trying to see like the big epic pictures. Please tell the story of how you made the song with her. Did you come up with the lyrics and chords? So Julia usually, like, she just has a bunch of lyrics on her phone, and then she'll just come in and be like, "Hey, I was really like relating to these lyrics that I wrote." Like, she'll write poems or like little lines, and then I'll, like I start any session with any artist. I'm like, "What have you been listening to? What's inspiring you? What kind of sounds, do you want to move toward?" I actually have a YouTube video talking about how I produced this whole thing, and we also did another video together about how we made the song together, like two different videos. I don't know why they haven't posted it, and I haven't posted mine because I don't really have a great reason, honestly. I just think it would be cool if they both posted at the same time, that I should post it. It's like in my YouTube. It's unlisted. I could just make it public right now. um, but I came up with the production, which is a fancy, annoying industry term of all the instruments. The guitar part, the drum, the whole production, all the sounds. I made all of that. Yeah, and she came up with all the lyrics. I think I might have helped with some melodies here and there. But yeah. Yeah, that'll drop soon on the YouTube. Would you be down to do Kill You Off sometime of the production? I could talk a little bit about it right now, honestly. I might as well. Of the European countries which one are you most excited for in regards to food? To be honest with you guys, I'm not like a crazy foodie. I enjoy food, but I am vegetarian, and even before that, I wasn't like super like what like I. Some people live to eat. I eat to live. You know what I'm saying? It's just food. I do enjoy food. Like I eat with my girlfriend. I eat out with her, once a week, maybe twice a week. And we get great food, and I'm always stoked when we have nice food. But I think something about that's just a me thing, honestly. I was gonna say there's something about being vegetarian. I only have one or two options anywhere I go, so I just fucking eat whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? I literally didn't even think about the food. I'm thinking about the views, honestly, just like the architecture and like just the vibes, the culture. I guess yeah, really the architecture and like the lifestyle could be interesting. Yeah, let's jump into Kill You Off. I'll just do that on here. Just so you guys know, I actually did not produce the beginning of that song. I'm a little embarrassed because I obviously say that I produced the whole album. I didn't produce the whole album. I produced like 95% of it. I did executive produce it, so it all ended up in my computer, and I did all of it, no matter what it was. You know what I'm saying? Which is faster, your scream or the lights? Got no idea what the fuck that means, boy. Let's open this up. Let's go through the Kill You Off session. If you got any questions about it, if it's about the electronic production in the beginning, I won't have too much because I just have stems from that. That was produced by Cody Tarpley, another awesome, super sick producer. I kind of regret doing this. I redid how I make my drums. Now everything's fucked up. Let's go headphone mode in this bitch. So I gotta put some of the samples back in here. I'm also gonna do this. Is this gonna be good or bad for me? There we go. Not the missing samples. Dude, how did you know? Yeah, I like redid my drum template, so that means it's looking for samples in a different area now. So that blows a big fat chunkaroos. So I'm just searching the samples and putting them back in. So I got the splash. I have the closed hat, I have the foot hat, and I have the ride bell. Put that John in there. Yeah, I guess I'll just go through some stuff. I assumed whoever was asking about the production for this song, you might have had some specific. But, yeah, we'll just check it. Oh my god, I didn't even use the steps. I just put the fucking master in there. Gonna make my head a little smaller. Yeah, so I got these interesting guitar chops. And you know, I just chop it manually. I just have a rhythm in my head, and I'm just like, I'm gonna fucking make that rhythm, no matter what it takes. These are some nice little fills. A little harmonized vibe. Pitch bend right there. 3,000 miles to kill you. Blue Coats 2026 opener. Dude, I would die if Blue Coats did anything that I made. My own music or anyone else's. Weird pitch bend in here for some reason. Yeah, this instrumental is all someone else made this. I just dropped it in there. Unfortunately. Wait, what the fuck? Even the vocals are in there. Jesus Christ. Live in these hours? You still use OTT on your guitars? Bro, is that even a questione? Let's look at my signal chain. Oh shit, no. I'm a liar. I'm a big stinking liar. I'm using THU's Overloud. And I'm using their Orange Amp emulator. I guess it's a little bit of a dirtier sound. Match images, what? What are you saying? Yeah, they really wanted me to just add these nice little guitars into here. I did have her add this though. See, I do a little bit with the vocals, because otherwise. Sorry, no, we need a little sauce there. Know what I'm saying? These guitar fills are insane. Production. We got a little drum vibe coming in here. Whoops. Oh no, my shit's choking. Embarrassing. Oh my shit. Pausing. Check out the guitars. I do always bus all my guitars and just put OTT on it. So like I'll have these. Oh, that looks like it's wrong. And then I have my bass 6, the heavy stuff, and then a real bass. Put them all together. Look at those fucking fills. I fucking love this part. This is so fucking North Lane metalcore. Oh shit. This fucking plugin doesn't work sometimes. So I do this all the time in Reaper. That I think is a big part of my sound design, is I'll just pitch shit up. I will just pitch shit up an octave for no reason. Well, not for reason, so it's good reason. So this is what it sounds normally. Just kind of like did a little sample. And then I can press one button on Reaper. Boop. And then just bump it up an octave. Of course, that's an octave up. Normally it's... Come on, bitch. And there's a little pitch bend. I don't know if you can see that, but... Lots going on here. So we got the bass 6. We have that same... Oh no, that's not happening. We have this... Oh, I hit that shit right there. And then we got the bass bass. Also, you can kind of see I layered it with just some gross sound just to make it grosser. Sounds grosser. I also have these hits, like these cinematic hits. Listen to these drums right here. The ghost notes do not sound very good isolated, but if you guys know Bill Murray, his drummer, just did a... Check this out. This is fucking crazy. He posted a video of him. He like did his own drum part to this song. What's his name? I just followed him. Maybe I can see who I follow. The fuck? Just random people. I don't remember his name, unfortunately. Wait, I think I posted it on my Twitteronies. Let's see here. There it is. Yeah. Bro kind of looks like me. Got those ghost notes locked. Oh! You just let it ride right there. Insane. Do I want to look up Gully Squad? How to do it? I do not know what that means. following Justin's early YouTube days when he did drum covers. That's fire. My partner sang it. Sure. I don't know what Goalie Squad is. I'll check it out really quick, and then I want to go back to what I was doing. Goalie Squad. And then what the fuck am I doing? Well, we got the Sharks in the chat. Let's go. How to do it? What am I? I'm so confused, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what any of those words mean. Whoopsies. Okay. Back to this. Let's hear the real drums. Ba-dum, boom, boom. Oh, also the drummer for Issues. That's fire. Did you guys hear that fat ass snare bomb? Get that shit out of here. Your snare drum needs to sound like it just gave someone cancer. This seems like more than I'll ever be able to do in a song. Very impressive as always. Oh, thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I got this snare from my friend. And I'll layer it on top of my own snare. I use these two snares. And you just drop it in there. And a bass drop. Like, how many sounds can I add on the fucking backbeat? I got the sub drop. I got the snare hit. I guess it's just that. It sounds fucking insane. I just realized I put a bass drop on the snare. And on the downbeat. Wait, hold up. We're gonna listen to just the effects bus. It's so interesting. All the effects that go into outside of the instruments. So dun 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 dun. 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 It's like so stupid. With this, the effects and the scream chops fit the music so well. Dude, did you guys know I got a fucking cameo in this song? I think I was sick this day. I didn't sound the best. Oh, that's embarrassing. I usually do not sound that bad. Boom, boom, boom. So how does Nothing sound muddy, and why can you hear her vocals so nice, even with all the other high-end stuff got going on? Feels like things are mashing the right way together and not just sounding like a mess. To be quite honest, I did mix it well, definitely, but she has just like a more high vocal tone. You know, she's like a girl, so her voice is very like high end, and I just make it really loud. It sounds kind of stupid, but if you just make the vocal loud enough, you'll just hear it. So like She recorded it with someone else and then sent it to me. And then we finished it up together. But like, that being said, a lot of people have said that the vocals could have been louder, which I kind of agree. Maybe right there. Her voice is just so breathy and airy. It just kind of sits on top naturally. I didn't put any effects on this. It was already processed. But let's listen to my mix without her vocals. I think a big thing comes from drums. For me, drums are king of the mix. Drums are always king. I want the kick and the snare to be the loudest, most insanely processed, fat sounding thing you've ever heard in your life. And I'm always, no matter what I'm mixing, what instrument, I'm always like considering the kick and the snare drum while I'm every decision I'm making. I'm actually thinking about the kick and the snare, and I'm making sure it's not masking the kick and the snare the whole time. With compressor or just turning up the volume, people say to get the vocal volume right, you put effects on them. Is that a lie? No, that's not a lie. You need to compress it really heavily. Age? My age? Guess my age, bitch. You have the song like this, you can try sidechaining the instrumental with a multiband, the vocal range frequency. You can. I have done that once or twice, but I'm not like, I don't get into mixing like that. And I'm like, oh, if you put the like mid-side EQ, I don't even know what that is. Like, just fucking make the sound better. You know, don't do all this crazy surgical shit. Just use a better sound to begin with. So my kick and oh yeah, for vocals you just need a lot of compression. I can show you a session where I recorded. Is that a real flower in your head? I do not have a flower in my head. I do have a flower on my hat, and it's just a hair clip for my girlfriend. Yeah, you need a lot of compression. I didn't record these vocals, so I don't have any processing on them. But you need like heavy compression. I can show you that on another one. But yeah, so we start with drums, and you want like, here's my kick drum and my snare, and everything else that I'm mixing, I'm making sure that the cymbals are kind of loud, honestly. I'm making sure that nothing is like getting in the way of that. Guitars. Those again, I want them to be like pretty processed. Again, there's OTT on there. So the OTT makes it pretty fat. The bass, honestly, you want the bass to be kind of louder than everything else, louder than the other guitars. Like, this sounds fat on its own, you know? Dry coming in there? And then the guitars are just like an added sound design layer, honestly. It must be real loud. Still listening to the kick and snare. The kick and snare is still there. It's not covered up. I do side chain everything to the kick. Here's with no side chaining. Oh, whoops, no side chaining. With side chaining. So every time there's a kick, there'll be a little pump effect with it. That they're not distinguishable from each other. Yeah, I get the quiet cymbal thing. It's because the louder your cymbals are, the harder it is to have like a clean mix. If you just had kick, snare, bass, and vocals, like you'd have a really clean mix. It's all the guitars and the cymbals that make it so fucking nasty. That's why mixing rock is so difficult. Sleep Token kind of does it different. Yeah, I like the quieter cymbal vibes, especially like on the splashes and the chinas. Like it almost sounds like it's in another room type shit. I'm gonna open up my other Cameo, which is FYP. Wait, you know this, what song is this? You know this. Oh, it's Pearl. I got a Cameo on this one. Do you also put OTT on distorted guitars as well? Hell yeah, I do. I put it on the guitar bus. So everything, I put all the guitars, all the basses in a bus, and then I put OTT on that bus. And I just crank that shit. I don't crank it. I'm at like 15, 20% or so. Bow, 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 bow. So this is Pearl. This is the second track. And I also have a little Cameo in this one. Oh my god, I gotta update the drums in this shit too. Fucking hell. Am I some British motherfucker in here? Alright. Give me a sec. So stupid. We're gonna put the splash. We're gonna put the foot hat. We're gonna put the closed hat. We're gonna put the ride bell. And then I also saw that the bass didn't load correctly. Contact. The fuck happened here? I have to replace all this. Oh, it's an older version of Contact. Have you tried Tim Henson Multivoice? I think I have. I think I had like a little fucking demo of it. I'm not really a fan, at least right now in my life, of having all those sounds on your guitar. I just would rather use a different sound. You know, like I have every sound in the world at my disposal. I don't need to make my guitar sound different. I can just use a different sound. But that being said, obviously very iconic and cool sound that he uses. It's just not for me, I think. Also, it's like so unique to his sound. It's like if I use it, I'm just gonna sound like Tim. Like he's killer, he's amazing, but I don't need to sound like him. He sounds like him. I want to sound like Scro. Alright guys, here's my Cameo. I sound better here. But you guys didn't know I had it in me. I wonder if they're gonna want me to do that live on the tour. That would be funny. Obviously, I'm playing guitar for her tour, so it'll be up there. Might as well. Lesson here is just mix better, kids. Just mix better. We actually produced this song with the guitar player from Papa Roach. Funny enough, he was in the room and kind of giving suggestions and stuff. This is fun. This is a very stock Scro thing. Oh. Nothing in the world sounds better than that. Fucking love that sound. Gotta add a little sub to it. Go guitar. This is Scro right here. Undeniable. So someone was asking about vocals. I'll show you her vocals dry. I think I have OTT on the fucking bus too. Her vocals dry sound like this. You're playing catch up, and it shows. Oh, the fuck. Am I on the right thing here? Oh. You're playing catch up. It is dry. You're playing catch up, and it shows. Red on your clothes, red line through your notes. I'm a hater, but I'm really holding. So you need to just put like a bunch of compression on people's vocals. And it shows. Red on your clothes, red line through your notes. Look at gain reduction. That's what compression is all about. So I have two compressors doing about 10 decibels of gain reduction each. So you just move the threshold until you hit that mark. And there's two vocals. You're playing catch up, and it shows. Both heavy compressed. Red line through your notes. I'm a hater, but I'm really holding back though. If I blocked your whole feet would hit decline, bro. I'm such an actress pretending. Whoa, how did you guys do that? What the fuck? Pointing at each other and shit? I wish I made this chorus hit harder, like production wise. I don't know why. It just never like really exploded for me. My screams again. This is so funny. You might hate me doing this, but if you guys know Tanner. Tanner is... Me and Julia have the same manager, and he also dates Julia, but he's in the room. He basically makes the music with us. So he had everyone do a layer. Little drum moment right there. Bars. I have the FL compressor, but would you say you need two separate compressors? Yeah, use two separate compressors. I don't know how to describe it, but I just keep compressing it more and more and more. Like the more you compress it, the more punchier and in your face it'll sound, especially if you're making heavy music where everything is punchy. Like you need it to sound processed. If you're making acoustic, soft music, then don't compress it as much. But yeah, just literally two compressors and make them both do 10 decibels of gain reduction. Yeah, they can have different characteristics too, but I just care about them both compressing. Piss me off, you're so sloppy. At least do a better job at it. Baby girl loves to copy. At least do a better job. I made this really cool synth. So distorted. I don't really use faceplant anymore, but I did really like it. It's a sine wave with a bunch of distortion. I think I ended up saving this sound and I use it for a lot of stuff. I'm gonna save it again just in case. Pearl Gaze synth. I love all the fucked up sounds in there. Parallel compression's cool. I never tried it on vocals, but so this is a song that I did help write the lyrics for a little bit and kind of like move things with it. I just remember leaving the room and they had a chorus written and I was like, yeah, I don't like it, guys. I don't know what to say. I don't really like this chorus. I think we should change it. and I really like what they. I hope they like this one better than the other one. All right, I got this crazy breakdown at the end. Can't wait to do this live. Here's my cameo. I'm a fucking star! I'm a fucking star! I love all these stupid sounds. It was kind of funny in the session being like, oh, let's do this, let's go crazy. We're just like, how many fucking sounds can we add to this? So we have the drums, obviously, which is just one note. And then we have these impacts. And then we have this 808. And this sound. Not with the guitars. Deathcore sound moment. How did I make that? So, like I mentioned, I do the octave up. So that's just, let's see what each of those chords are. I think that's a major seventh, and then this guitar is doing a major seventh, just a half step up. Another octave up. And then we just added more fucked up sounds. Yeah, these are just sounds off Splice that we found. I typed in like horror, scream, sound effects, and just fucking plopped it in and called it a day. 808 on the snare. Cute little ending right there. Yeah, and pretty much that's it. How do you decide on which effects to use and how many effects to layer? To me, I have a sound in my head, and I will just do whatever I need to get that sound. So in this case, you know, it's just like, especially when you're with other people, like you can sense the feeling of like, or at least me and Tanner, because me and Tanner had this idea to do this. Yeah, they'll sound messy. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I think this does sound messy, but that's what we were going for. Like this sound on its own, you know, it's like, how do you make that sound clean? You kind of don't. You just lean into it. I think something that kind of ties it together is there's a lot of things that are side chained. Oh, sorry if I'm fucking shaking the thing. Sorry, side chained. I don't know. I think I always think about that kick drum. You know, you kind of hear the kick, you hear the sub, and then there's everything else above it. I think I missed saying that, which is really important. Like, no matter what, the kick and the sub need to be like really clean together, and everything else is just a cherry on top. You got a big kick, got a big sub, that needs to be first and foremost, and then gently layer everything on top of that, and you'll start to realize like, oh, really, like big sounds come from that relationship. Type shit. Anyways, that's what's up. Man, y'all playing fucking rock, paper, scissors in this joint? That's it. That's the track. We started making this in a different studio, actually. At Pirate Studios, if you guys know what that is. And then we finished it up here, I think. I strongly suggest sharing your work with someone else who knows music. Often look at our work as inferior. Extremely true. Yeah, no one's yapping. Yeah, definitely send your music to your homies. Take a couple days away, step away. Compare it to other people's music in terms of the mix. Do mix references. So literally, like, hopefully this makes sense. I have a master in my session, so everything gets fed through here. This is my master bus. So if you make another track and put it outside of the master bus, then you can have like another song to reference, and then you can just you can just solo back and forth your track and then the reference track. You can kind of hear, oh, their kick is this loud, their snare is this loud. I'll even like at first I thought you were RG passing. We played shows together. We have a song out also. It's called Brute. It's a song we made together. We're definitely homies. Yeah, I will like steal the reference track's mix by playing the song and then playing my kick drum and trying to match the volume of their kick drum and then match the volume of the snare drum. And by the end of me like stealing their mix, I'll be like, whoa, I didn't realize my kick drums should be that loud. Or, oh, I didn't realize my snare should be that bright. Or I didn't realize the guitar should be that whatever. Or the vocals should be whatever. And then you kind of get literally like a first-hand experience of what it should feel and look like in your DAW and sound like in your DAW to know like what each, sound and layer, how they all work together. Tight shit. That helped me a lot. Mixing. Also remaking songs. I'll show you guys really quick some random tracks I've remade. Nothing rock. I don't need to remake rock because they're all the fucking same thing. It's guitar and it's bass and it's drums. But if you've never done that before, then obviously do that. But I don't really gain anything from remaking a rock song. Maybe if like certain tones would be interesting to remake, but okay, I've made some remakes just to learn, and I had a lot of fun and I learned a lot. I highly suggest. I think that's the number one thing that made me a better producer, is just remaking songs and being super anal, shall I say, about it. Where's my fucking redos? Remake. I thought I just had a whole folder of remakes. I guess I don't. Alright. This one is fucking crazy. There's this person, Chase Nectar, I think their name is. I follow them on Twitter. Alright, you guys can roast me to see how close I got. So this is an EDM track. Let's listen to their track. I think it's a remix of another song. Oh, fuck, I didn't show you my thing. Doing a mini cover? Dude, I would love to hear it. I'll reshare that shit, of course. Is there a place that you start at usually when you try to remix someone else's mix? Drums. Always drums. It's the most important thing in any mix ever for all time, no matter what. It's always going to be the drums. If it's not the drums, then it's some other whack-ass genre that I don't care about. I don't know what to tell you. That was supposed to be a joke. We came off kind of mean. I'm sorry. Alright, so this is someone else's song. Alright, here's my remake. I haven't heard this in a while. Let's see what it sounds like. Damn. I put some time into this. That is fucking impressive, I'm not gonna lie. How did I do that? Original. And then mine. Sheesh. Yeah, and then like all the presets that I make from it, then I just save them. I can use in my own shit. Yeah, this D&B horn. I think this is something else I kind of made a while ago, and then I like appropriated it into this sound. But yeah, it's a lot of distortion with the filter opening up, some volume pushing into the fucking whatever. OTT, of course. This is easy. It's just a fucking square wave. I think there's a lot of OTT on it. Yeah. Is it actually a square wave? Saw wave. Yeah, I remember taking a really long time on this bass. There's a little bit of a pitch shift going up and down, and there's a bunch of noise on it, and they're compressed together. It's a pretty standard thing, but I had to do some weird fucking bussing for that one. This chord was crazy. I was fucking around until I figured it out. I did AI separate that snare. I'm not gonna lie. I just stole the snare. I didn't make that. I didn't create dig for that one. I was for a really long time. And then I was just like, I'm just gonna AI separate it and steal the snare. Now I have the snare to use in my own tracks. A little reverse into the other kick drum. Let's check out some of the other remakes I've done. Oh, I tried to remake an Eliminate track. I did not do very good, if I recall. This is all, I'm like remaking EDM, maybe some like heavier pop music. Alright, let's hear Nate's. Alright, let's see what mine sounds like. I'm embarrassed. Still pretty sick, but definitely not the same. I don't know why I added this fucking... It's like a much shorter hit. I don't know why I had such a long one. Yeah, it's cool, but not as cool as his. No one's as cool as Nate. I think I made one more. There's one day I just made a bunch, I think. James, Maggie, Midwest. Oh, I remade a Midwest track. I remember when this one not being very good either.
And I know that we'll be alright. Spend a day out together on the wave, and I think that we're a thing. And I know that we'll be alright. Spend a day out together on the...
Alright, here's mine. Ooh, I got it pretty close. We got a good snare and all that stuff. Original. That's a little brighter. saws. One note up the top. Little lead sound. Space, man, this is kind of tough. Was there one more that I made? Other than that, yeah, it's okay. Boom, 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 boom. Odd Profit. I don't think I remade anything. Yeah, I think that's it. It's a random track I made. It was supposed to be for Valorant, and I ended up just making something completely different instead. So there goes a bunch of money, but yeah, I made a cool track out of it. It's got a little bit of a spicy vibe to it. It's pretty fucking sick, honestly. I don't think I would have released this as a scro track, but I want to do a DJ set one day and just do all original music, and people be like, what the fuck is all this? Because it's just beats I've made and drops that I'm never gonna release, but it's just stuff like this. That'd be so fun. Top 5 beats of all time. Yeah, I used a motherfucking... This is like a preset I got from Odd Profit, and I kind of fucked around with it a little bit. Insane. I try to just remake the sound, even though I have the fucking preset right here, and I watched this tutorial on how to make it, and I just could not make it. Double that with a sub. Second live stream I've seen of yours. I saw your first and now this one. Let's go. Alright, but what if it had a Jersey kickback? Doom, 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 doom. At that speed. It's kind of crazy how much the bass carries like a EDM track like this. Because without it, just the topper, you bring back in. A name for the fluttery sound on the impact. This is something my friend Boston made. He called it a death fan. I use it in like all my tracks at this point, just a little bit. It's just a little bit better than noise. Hopefully you can kind of hear it's like distorted noise with a fast LFO on it. So I add that. Some other distorted glitchy noises I have. These are two different 808s. Makes it sound like I'm changing a filter on it, but it's just two different 808s. And then I sidechain that hoe. Yeah, that death fan really adds a lot if you take it out. Put it back in. Also, this little fill, little fucking wook ass sound, I think really made it. These little, I love that everything stops and then just that tiny little snare. And then I switched the bass sound just to an 808. Another like very bass music track I made. I tried to make like a rhythm track when I first got Serum 2, and I was like, I guess I gotta make rhythm now, guys. I got Serum 2. Car rhythm. I made this totally on my in my car before a session. I showed up like a half hour too early. And I made this sound myself. Can we hear the drums and the distorted thing only? Yeah, sure. Wait, what do you mean? The drums and the distorted thing only. I think I have one more like rhythm track I can show off. That was like actually kind of cool. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it. I think somewhere hidden deep in my SoundCloud. I think it was literally what I just played. Maybe not, I don't remember. This is pretty nasty. Ever seen an organized project folder? Bro, get with it. I'm so organized. Oops, my bad. What was I just about to show? Like, I feel like there was something else that would have been kind of cool to show off skis. But I forgot. Motherfucking... I don't know, bro. I do not freaking know. Was it in the SoundCloud thing? Come on, not a bad offer. What the hell do you mean, bro? What offer do you speak of? Let's play, yeah, I don't want to play the other ones because I might release them one day. Woo! Alright, that's it. That's fucking it, y'all. Thug album remastered. Dude. That would be actually clinically insane if I did that. Everyone would be like, who fucking cares? Alright, y'all. Good hang. I was going to play video games, but instead I just streamed it the fuck up. As a reminder, I got a bunch of shows. Los Angeles, New York, Dublin, London, Manchester, Glasgow, Birmingham, Paris, Brussels, Amsterdam, Cologne, Berlin. Oh, actually, I'm not playing the Amsterdam one. Cologne. I'm playing it for Julia, but I'm not playing it set for my own. Cologne, Berlin, Warsaw, Vienna, Switzerland, and Italy. Tickets are up. Come see me. Make sure the your music's in the production breakdowns have always been one of my biggest inspirations. Appreciate it, dude. I got hella production breakdowns, all my YouTube videos. I'm trying to be more consistent, at least once a month. So hopefully hopefully that's something cool for you guys to check out. Eat your vegetables, work out, drink a lot of water, stretch a little bit every day, and have a great rest of your day. Keep being creative.